Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steen with Steamroller Picks and hitthepick.com. It is Monday, the 6th of January. We're going to talk something that we haven't talked pretty much all season. We're going to talk a little FCS football. But before we do, if you guys would just take a minute of your valuable time, smash that like button. You guys always do a great job, and I appreciate the effort. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And of course, if you're looking for my very best bets, make sure you check out my premium selections in the description of today's video. All right. So, first of all, we'll do a quick recap of yesterday's action. Did have the over in the Vikings Lions game, and that did not get there as the Vikings lose to 31-9. But I'll tell you what, anytime you've got a team that gets inside the 15-yard line 4 times and comes away with 6 points, it's going to screw your overs and it's going to screw your side, which I also had the Vikings +3 as my best bet. Vikings lose 31-9. They leave 22 points on the field. They score 6 instead of 28. Look at that. With 4 touchdowns there, it's 31-31. Okay. Yeah, just a dreadful display by the Vikings red zone offense and eventually by their defense. Their defense ended up playing a decent first half and then absolutely screwed the pooch in the second half. So here come the playoffs. We'll see what happens. As far as college basketball goes, did have a decent day there. Went 2-1, hit Farley Dickinson. We had them as an underdog. They win outright. We lose Holy Cross. They did not quite get enough points against American. And in the miraculous win of the day, we had the KU UCF under 149.5. KU scored 99 points, and we still got there. Woo-hoo! Never a doubt. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this FCS championship game tonight between North Dakota State and Montana State. You know, unlike the FBS clusterfuck, we actually have the number 1 and number 2 seeds that are going to go at it for the championship. What about that? And we're going to see arguably the top 2 players in the league in Bobcats quarterback Tommy Mellott and the Bison quarterback Cam Miller. Even though North Dakota State has won 9 national titles, including their last one coming in 2021 when they beat who? Oh, that's right, Montana State 38-10. They have the experience, but the Bobcats, they have been the class of FCS all season long. And by the way, Tommy Mellott did start that game in 2021. Got knocked out in the first series with a serious ankle problem and was not able to return. So, he may have a little revenge on his mind. Obviously, North Dakota State, they are North Dakota State, and they do a lot of things really well. Cam Miller, their quarterback, was a Walter Payton finalist. By the way, that's the best player, offensive player in FCS. Tommy Mellott was also a finalist, but he won the award. And the problem is, Montana State does all the same things North Dakota State does. They just do them a little bit better. The Bison average 418.7 yards per game, and Montana State averages 484.5. North Dakota State, as far as their yards that they give up, 225.9, or passing yards rather, 225.9, and Montana State 183. Like, well, there's an advantage for the Bison. However, it's in the run game where the biggest difference lies. North Dakota State puts up a very respectable 186.9 yards per game rushing. Montana State, a little better than that, 301.6. This team likes to run the football, and they are very good at it. Their top 2 running backs average 7.2 and 6.9 yards per carry, and they have 29 rushing TDs between them. You throw in Mellott, who is a very good dual-threat quarterback, 8.4 yards per carry, 14 touchdowns of his own. And contrast that with Brown and Pinu for the Bison, who average 5.4 and 4.9 yards per carry, 21 touchdowns. Miller's a decent runner, averages 4 yards per carry. He's got 10 touchdowns on the season. One of the reasons you don't see you see pretty good numbers from these quarterbacks is because, as you know, in college football, the sack yardage counts against your rushing total. These guys don't give up a ton of sacks. Montana State, Mellott has been sacked just 10 times, and Miller's been sacked just 17 times in 12 games, 13 games actually, but at this point. The Bobcats, like I said, just give up 10 sacks on the season. They both play very good defense, but Montana State gives up a few less points, 17.2 to 17.7, And Montana State has the little better rush defense. And I think they're going to be able to limit this Bison rushing attack. And because that's a well-balanced team, they like to use the run to set up the pass. I think they're going to have a hard time doing that. Both of these teams have played against an FBS opponent. North Dakota State gave Colorado all they wanted for a while. Actually had the lead at halftime, but they ran out of gas late in that game. Montana State was the opposite. They were down at halftime, came roaring back in the second half, and they beat New Mexico, outscoring them 21-7 in the second half. But most impressive about that game is the way they limited the New Mexico rushing attack. I don't know if you noticed or not, it's kind of under the radar, but the Lobos were the second best rushing team in FBS as far as yards per game, 262.9 yards per game. And they were first in yards per carry at 6.8. The Bobcats held that Lobos team to 152 rushing yards and 5.2 yards per carry. They did better against them than almost every other FBS team did against this team. Should be a fun game, but I think Montana State, they've been the best team in the country all year long. North Dakota State, sorry guys, we'll probably see you there next year, might even win it, but this is the year of the Bobcat. Give me the Montana State Bobcats minus the 3.5 to walk away with the ship. And at the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every day. Let's have a fantastic week. Started off strong here. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you're playing. Let me know what you think of this FCS game. Let me know if you'll be watching. Is it FBS or nothing? Or is it good quality football and you're going to be tuning in? Let me know. All right. Have a great day. Good luck on all your plays, and win, lose, or draw. We'll be back tomorrow to talk all about it. Take care. We'll see you then.